Joining us now, the Hill columnist Kristin Tate. It's great to have you back on, Kristin. Pelosi's poison pill. Here's Pelosi's poison pill. The ban on stock trading in Congress, Pelosi says, must cover the Supreme Court and the judiciary. Would this stall out a new bipartisan push to stop all of this congressional stock trading while in office?
I mean, it very well might. Pelosi's very powerful and usually gets what she wants, and she clearly does not want a ban on the insider trading that she has been doing for quite a long time. But look, I think most people of both parties, most voters of both parties agree that members of Congress should not be trading individual stocks. I mean, our politicians have been enriching themselves using knowledge that is not available to the public. They've been doing it for a long time, and they've been doing it with impunity. And of course, Nancy Pelosi doesn't want this issue to blow up with the public, and she doesn't want public interest here, because she and her husband have gotten filthy rich by investing millions of dollars in the same companies that she's supposed to be regulating, like Google, Amazon, and Disney. I mean, look at the numbers. Nancy Pelosi is worth like $110 million, but her salary is just about $220,000 per year. I mean, you tell me, Liz, how does somebody on that salary accumulate a net worth of $110 million? And I just want to be very clear. This is an issue that crosses party lines. I mean, we've seen Republicans like Republican Senators Kelly Loeffler and Richard Burr, who have made sketchy investments that coincided with the timing of the COVID pandemic in 2020. So this has got to stop. And when you become a public servant, you have to be okay with the fact that rules are going to apply to you that don't apply to the public. And any member of Congress who has a problem with that, they don't have to run for re-election.
Or put your money in a blind trust, but still they would know what's in there, or mutual funds, right? Broad-based stock indices funds. Let's watch Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. The congresswoman says, yeah, this ban on Congress trading stocks needs to happen now. Watch this.
When we have access to classified information, we should not be trading on that information, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. We shouldn't appear to or we shouldn't really even advance the appearance of that. And so it's incredibly important that we ban the ability for members of Congress to direct trades in individual stock.
It sounds like she's going against Pelosi. Pelosi at first said this is about the free market. Suddenly Pelosi's a libertarian. Then she's open to a ban. But by the way, the list grows of Democrat insiderism. Senator John Tester is pushing back on Biden's, he's with Senate Banking, on Biden's nominee to the Federal Reserve Board. Let's show the viewer on Democrat insiderism in Congress. So this list grows. It has Senator Blumenthal on it. It's got Eric Lander, the former cabinet member and science advisor. He owns stock in BioNTech while promoting vaccines and more, Kristin. So this isn't just, a Pelosi story.
No, of course not. And like I said, it crosses party lines. I thought that video of AOC was very interesting. There are very few issues where I agree with AOC, but this is one of them. I will say, though, the proposals that she and others are backing really don't go far enough. This idea of forcing members to put their assets into blind trusts managed by third parties, that is still open to corruption, and everyone knows it. Members of Congress should only be allowed to invest in index funds. Voters shouldn't have to worry that their members or senators are making decisions based on their own personal gain instead of the public good. Members of Congress have knowledge about actions the government might take that would have an impact on certain companies or industries. So this has to end. And I truly believe this is an issue where we can get support from voters on both sides of the aisle. People just need to be aware of what's going on because it's infuriating.
Kristin Tate, terrific. Good stuff. Good interview. Come back soon.
Thank you so much, Liz.
13 police officers